Hi, I'm Mary Beth with the Santa Fe Animal Shelter. Today, Tom, Karen, and I are going to teach you about the right way to play with cats. When you play with your cat, we don't want you to get bitten. Remember from the last session, we learned how dangerous cat bites can be. You can get a serious infection from an untreated cat bite.
Now, you may remember when we discussed safety around dogs, we talked about reading their body language. Well, the same is true for cats. Now, if your cat is lying around, it means they're relaxed and generally in a good mood. Sometimes they even roll over on their backs. You know, when dogs do this, they're generally asking for a belly rub. Cats are actually showing you that they trust you and are comfortable with you when they roll over like that. Now, cats don't really like belly rubs, so don't be tempted to do that. They may bite or scratch. A cat is friendly if they're standing there with a relaxed expression and a raised tail. And when you see them jump up and scratch on something, that tells us they're excited about something. Now, if the cat is walking low to the ground, they're in their hunter mode. They're stalking their prey, just like their lion and tiger cousins do. A cat is anxious about something if their tail is down, they're walking very slowly, and their ears are up and moving around like radars. When they are crouched down in a ball with their tails curled in and their ears are flat, you know they are frightened. They are usually trying to figure out where to hide. In the same position, when they start hissing and maybe showing their teeth, they are feeling threatened and warning you to back off. And when they raise up on all four legs, their backs are arched, their fur is raised, and they are hissing and showing their teeth, they are super terrified. In all of these situations, you want to be very careful about attempting to touch the cat. You definitely don't want to try picking it up until they get back to a more relaxed state.
So we've been talking about how our cats behave a lot like their cat cousins in the wild. That's because they're acting on instinct. This is a good word to add to your word wall. What is an instinct? It is part of an animal's behavior. Instincts are inherited, meaning that the animal is born with it. You can't teach instincts. All animals are born with instincts that guide their behavior. It is the ability to automatically know how to behave or respond in certain situations. When you think about yourself when you're hungry, do you have to be told to eat? Probably not. If you touch a hot stove, do you have to think about removing your hand? Definitely not. Your reactions are instincts. In the animal world, dogs shaking water off of their fur is an instinct. Birds instinctively build nests to house the baby birds. And fish don't think about how to swim. They simply know how to do so.
Now, when our pet cats play, they act like they're hunting, just like their wild cousins. And even when we feed our cats all the food they need, they still have an instinctual need to perform the prey sequence. So let's go through the steps. The first step in the sequence is called spotting. The cat sees something that they might be able to successfully hunt, and they'll be thinking, is it the right size? And is it moving like an animal? Next is chasing. This can be slow or fast, and some cats like to slowly stalk their prey, while others like to chase quickly for longer distances. The third step in the sequence is called pounce and catch. This is when the cat grabs hold of the prey, stopping it from moving, often done with their paws. And finally, there's the kill bite. This is the most important part of the sequence. In wild and domestic cats, the kill bite releases a chemical called serotonin into the cat's brain. Serotonin is important for cats' overall health. It helps to control their mood, it calms their anxiety, and it helps the cats to sleep.
Now, the prey sequence is why you should never play with the cat pretending your hand is the prey. While they may start off chasing and pouncing, they have an instinctual need to bite, to kill your hand. The end result is either frustration in the cat or injury to the person. A lot of people like to use a laser light when they play with their cats. Now that you know about the prey sequence, do you think this is a good idea? No. Playing with a laser toy can frustrate your cat. Why? Because they never get a chance to kill the light.
Let's go over a few tips for the right way to play with your cat. First of all, the toy needs to act like real prey. Think about it. Mice switch between walking and running. They like to hide beneath things. Bugs fly in circles low to the ground, and they land on low surfaces. Birds fly around and land on chairs and tables. They stand still for long periods before they take flight. A wind-up toy or things you hang on the door, they don't act like prey. Your cat will soon get very bored with them. And remember, prey moves away from the cat. It doesn't move towards it. Prey tries to hide. Sometimes people push the toy towards the cat to get it to play. All that does is make the cat think that the toy must be a threat, because that's not what prey does. The cat will become suspicious of the toy. Try slowly moving the toy under a piece of furniture or move it behind you out of sight. The cat will soon follow to see where it went. Another mistake when playing with your cat is making the toy too hard to catch. As we already explained, using a laser toy is not a good way to play with your cat. He will never catch the light, and that will make him upset and frustrated. Some cats like to leap in the air, but many do not. From the cat's point of view, leaping is a last-ditch attempt to catch the prey. If you're making the cat jump, he's not really hunting. And for older cats, it's not a good idea to make them jump. It's not good for their aging bodies. You want to make sure your cat can catch the prey toy many times during a play session. Let your cat catch the toy and make it struggle for it a little bit. The most satisfying toy is one that can be bitten or even torn limb from limb. That makes the cat feel like he's a successful hunter. And to repeat what Tom told us earlier, never use your own hand as a toy. Cat bites can lead to very bad infections.
You know, playtime should be part of your cat's daily routine. Ideally, you should play with them before you feed them. A normal cat day should be play, eat, groom, sleep, repeat. So now that you know the right and the wrong way to play with your cats, you can stay safe and your cat will be happy and healthy.
Knowing how to interact properly with animals of all types is an important part of being a good citizen. And that's why the shelter is bringing you these humane education lessons. Thank you to my friends, Tom and Mary Beth. And on behalf of the Santa Fe Animal Shelter and the Santa Fe Alliance for Science, thank you for watching this session. And until next time, remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and always be kind to the animals.